Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I am really excited because we are going to start a brand new journey together, the PCIe protocol series. In this series, we are going to break down PCIe step by step in a very detailed and practical way. So my goal is simple. After each session, you should walk away with real clarity, not confusion, not memorized slide, but a solid understanding you can actually use in your design verification journey. The reason I am starting this series is very personal. I have seen so many aspiring DV engineers spend 30 to 40,000 rupees on training institute just to learn PCIe, and honestly quality knowledge shouldn't feel out of reach. So if you genuinely care about your career and are ready to put in the efforts, so I want this series to make your journey easier, completely free right there on YouTube. All I ask in return is your support. If you find value in this session, please consider subscribing to the channel and sharing your thought in the comments. Your kind word truly motivates me and make these efforts worthwhile. Alright, let's not wait any longer. Let's jump into the video and begin our PCIe journey. So if you still have any doubt after each session, so you can either mail me or either write your doubts in comments. I will definitely reply to your each comment. Okay, so let's see. So before starting this PCIe protocol, let me give you some clarity about what we are gonna to do in the upcoming videos. So this series will take you through every small but important concept which was there in your PCIe protocol. We are going to explain each concept in very detail and also in very simplest language as possible. Here we are not gonna to use some heavy jargons, no confusion, just pure clarity that you won't find anywhere on YouTube. So in this series, we are going to cover every small concepts in detail, like what is a LAN, what is data packet, how we are actually establishing the communication with your devices using PCIe protocol, that we are gonna to learn. So we are going to keep it very simple that even a beginner who has not learned any protocol yet, that can also able to understand what we are talking about. So there is not any prerequisite here. So if you are a beginner who doesn't know anything about protocol, so we are gonna to start from a very basic. So you can also consider this video for your first protocol. So let's jump into the video. So before starting this PCIe protocol, first of all, let us understand what does really mean by the protocol or what does protocol means. So see, suppose in simple terms, let me just include two devices. Let's say we have device 1 and we have device 2. Now I just want to establish a communication between this device. Let's say my device 1 want to send some data packet to my device 2. So how I can establish the communication? There is some rule which we have to follow in order to make a successful communication. So that rule is nothing but your protocol. The rule which we have to follow in order to establish a successful communication is nothing but your protocol. Now here your PCIe stands for Peripheral. So let me just write it here. Peripheral Component Interconnect. So here your PCIe stands for Peripheral Component Interconnect Express. Okay. Yeah, so what is the PCIe? So PCIe is nothing but it's a third generation IO interconnect standard. So let's trace the evaluation. So before this, the journey has been started from 1981 where ISA has been introduced. Then after 11 years, PCI come into the picture. Now here you can see, here we have PCI, don't get confused. This is PCIe. Here we have PCIe. Here E stands for Express. Okay, so your PCIe introduced in 2003. We are going to see each generation of PCIe in detail. So let's see. Okay, so first of all, let us understand about ISA. So ISA stands for Industry Standard Architecture. So it was introduced by the IBM for the original PC. Now it's a parallel bus shared among all the devices. So you can say that here the data transfer which you are doing is in parallel form, which is common for your all devices. Here the speed is only 8 Mbps. So here the speed of this ISA standard is only 8 MB per second. Okay, 8 MB per second was the speed. And what was the limitation of this ISA, that is Industry Standard Architecture? So here all your device share the common bus. So suppose let's say here I have multiple devices and all these devices are involved in the communication. So your all devices share the same bus like a single lane road where everyone competes. So here, since all those devices are using the same bus, so bandwidth is also one of the point of concern here. So that's why we need some improvement in this ISA. So for that reason, PCI come into the picture. So PCI stand for Peripheral Component Interconnect. Here in PCI also, still here we are using a shared parallel bus, but here your data communication rate is faster. So initially we have seen here the data rate is only 8 MB per second, and here in PCI the speed was somewhere around 133 megabytes per second. So you can see there is drastic improvement in the speed of your communication. Whereas in ISA, here in ISA the speed only is 8 megabytes per second, whereas in your PCIe the speed has gradually rises from 8 Mbps to 133 Mbps. So that is one of the important factor which was there in your PCIe, that which was introduced in 1992. So this PCIe standard is introduced in 1992. Okay, now here see, here we are using multiple device still share the same bus. So like the previous one, here you can see in previous one also multiple devices are sharing the same bus. Here in PCIe also the multiple devices are sharing the same bus, which leads a problem like as more devices we are adding, so bandwidth got divided. Bus connection was also a serious issue. So here if you are connecting a multiple device, which leads an issue of bandwidth, like here your bandwidth also got divided, which caused a serious issue in bus connection. So for that reason, let me give you just one example of this. All of you have observed some old motherboard which gets slowed down when multiple cards were active simultaneously. So that's where you can say that this slow down the bandwidth and you are not getting a efficient bandwidth in order to make a successful transmission or communication. Okay, so that's where your PCIe has been introduced. So what was the problem with your PCI? Here we have parallel bus. So in parallel bus there is no dedicated bandwidth per device. So your, let's suppose your bandwidth is divided into these multiple devices which you are connected with the same bus. Here couldn't scale with bandwidth demand of SSD and GPUs. Nowadays SSD and GPUs are more in common as compared to the previous technology. So in order to configure that, in order to model your SSD and GPU, your PCI standalone is not feasible to do this. So that's where your PCIe comes into the picture. So let's see the generation which was there in PCIe. So PCIe introduced in 2003. So Peripheral Component Interconnect Express introduced in 2003. And see, in 2003 Gen 1 was there. Then we have done some improvement in speed. So initially the speed of your transfer in Gen 1 is 2.5 giga transfer per second. So here your transfer is nothing but bits. Okay, so you can write it like this. Here your transfer is nothing but bits. Then in Gen 2, which was introduced in 2007, so here the transfer rate is 5 giga transfer per second. So that means 5 gigabits per second. Then in Gen 3 we have 8 gigabits per second. Then in Gen 4 we have 16 giga transfer per second, which was introduced in 2017. Then in Gen 5 we have 32 giga transfer per second, and in Gen 6 we have 64 giga transfer per second, and Gen 6 introduced in 2021. So this is some of the speed which we have with your PCI with different generation. Now see, here encoding is there. So what does it mean by the encoding? So we are going to discuss this in detail in our upcoming session, where we are going to see why this encoding really matters and how it will help during the data transfer. So that we are going to discuss. So and here this is nothing but the transfer rate it is given. So in Gen 1 the transfer rate is 2.5 giga transfer. Then in Gen 2 the transfer rate is 5 giga transfer. Then in Gen 3 it was 8 giga transfer. Then in Gen 4 16, and like this. Now see, let's see the some of the important points. So in PCI, I'm not talking about the PCIe. In PCI, parallel communication was there. So that means 32 or 64 wires toggling simultaneously. Whereas in PCIe, serial point-to-point communication is there. Like we are passing a packets. So we will discuss this also, what is differential pair. So differential pair is nothing but, let's suppose here we have one wire. Now by using this wire, I can pass this entire 10 volt. So I have to pass this 10 from source point A to destination point B. That 10 volt I have to pass. But instead of passing it directly, I have some different method as well. So suppose you have this something like this. So I am passing it in phases. So suppose from here you are passing minus 5 volt, and from here you are passing plus 5 volt, and from here you are passing plus 5 volt. Then I am passing it in differential amplifier, and if I pass both this in differential amplifier, so I will get 5 minus 5, that means total 10 volt. So this is how I can pass this particular 10 volt from source, and this is all, and also this is how we can pass this 10 volt from one points to another. So this is nothing but your differential pair that we are going to discuss, so don't worry about it. So it will help us in order to get the noise immunity that we are going to see. Okay, so this is all about our today's video. In the upcoming video we are going to see how the really device communicate, how really in PCIe protocol device communicate with each other. So what we have learned in today's session, like we have learned all those standards which was there. So ISA was there, then PCI came into the picture in 1992, then we have PCIe came into the picture in 2003. So that's all we have discussed, and in our upcoming session we will see in detail. Now next video we are going to post on Thursday, so you are going to get one video on Monday and the another video on Thursday. So just stay tuned and give your feedback in comments.